How's it going, y'all? It is Small StarCraft 2. This is the second time I've recorded this because I recorded for like 30 minutes and then I realized something happened to my mic, so who knows? I have been playing StarCraft 2 for probably Lost Kingdoms for probably at least 5 years now. I posted this. I played a game with a man named Mega Man. I believe it was yesterday, an account named Mega Man. And where are we here? And he played really well, like unusually well for someone that I hadn't seen before, and that had like very few games. And so I asked this question to Discord: Is Mega Man Collect and Milker Review? Because Milker things don't really matter. But I checked out his match history, and Mega Man had some games with Rufio, and so that kind of what made me think that. And they denied it. They said he was a player named Andy. And so I was like, whatever, okay, sure. And later, I got in a game with them. I noticed in the load screen that Mega Man was in a game with Rufio and Collect and Paul, I think, yeah, all simultaneously. And so that kind of made me think: Are they just doing this to try to throw me off that Mega Man is Collect? And I was actually in voice chat, and I have the VOD. I have the VOD and I have the replay of the game and of me actually. I was talking in voice chat with Mr. Trader at the time of this game. So if you're interested, I have those. I'll probably post the VOD to Discord. And so he expressed a possibility that Mega Man would die early to allow Collect to feed off of him, and I kind of believed him. I always kind of had the same opinion, just because I still believed Mega Man was Collect. So it's like, there's no way you can micro two computers, two players at the same time. And so I believed that Mega Man would die off pretty early. And so we have this replay. We have two perspectives. We have Collect from the left, and then we have Mega Man from the right. The Windows photos is slightly faster, but what I'm going to show you is that when Mega Man is active and doing things, Collect is not. I mean, Collect is active and doing things, Mega Man is not. I would like to hopefully prove to you that Collect is using Mega Man's account initially, and possibly some other things. We'll find out. All right, let's see if we can do this. Start these at roughly the same time. All right, so Collect is doing stuff, killing a hog, getting gold mine, taking Myro. Oh, okay, the right hog aggroed into Mega Man. He didn't actually do anything there. So he takes Myro, stops, Mega Man starts doing things. And I would like to tell you that this is intentional, because you see how Rufio chases and then whatever. I'd like to tell you how this is intentional, because watch him run around the king there. This is intentional because he chose Myro. The Myro siege engines outrange cannons. So this was an intentional way to get feed. He's getting free feed here. He intentionally ran the Mega Man account into Myro in order to get feed, the King XP and the gold from the King. And now he's using this to feed off of Outpost X. All right, we're going to give this a minute. But I would like to point out, currently, Mega Man's perspective is not moving. It's a blank perspective right now. Just some really incriminating evidence down the road in a minute. And we're gonna find it out together. Because Mr. Trader died first, and so he actually went and watched this replay. His version is only 30 minutes long, but he went and he watched the replay. And he was like, oh, there's this stuff going on. And so I was interested, but I had to finish my game with Rufio and Collect and Paul before I could see it. So he only has 30 minutes of the replay, while I have the full 2 hours. And he's like, you gotta watch this. And so I watched with him afterward, and we found it. All right, we're feeding on Outpost X. So he's getting all of the speed that nobody else is getting, just because he intentionally gave himself Outpost X. Tons of feed, so much gold right now. Buckets of gold. I think he's gonna kill Dr. Loaf, but I don't see anything suspicious about that. Aside from maybe seeing him on the mini map of Mega Man's screen. But yeah, I don't think there's anything suspicious about that kill. Give this a minute. All right, Seas Tree. At 1445 she sees Tree. Upgrades X or Gurk Outpost, I mean. Goes back home, runs up. Chills in Myro. Moves the Mega Man perspective. Notice how he wasn't moving. Looks all around the map. Both of them are AFK now. Now starts moving. And look, the timestamps are pretty similar. The Windows photos again goes a little bit faster. And so I may have to pause it and restart or like just to make sure that it stays exactly synchronized. But the entire time Collect is moving, Mega Man is not, and vice versa. This is super big. This is super big. Watch this. Watch this. He finds a king randomly. He clicks down there. You may have to rewind this, but he clicks down to the right. He wasn't even going for the gold mine. He sees the king is AFK on the minimap. This is the second time I've seen this, and I didn't get a great view the first time. He moves the Mega Man perspective up to Weston. He clicked down below the gold mine. He knew exactly where the king was, which I found very interesting. And again, it's possible. I'm going to prove to you later that they're definitely in Discord, and maybe one of them said, "Oh, his king's over here by Barb's gold mine." But with the Mega Man screen perspective, that's unexplainable. You could not explain that away. Like, maybe you can randomly kill it, but not with Mega Man's camera watching for us. He moved the camera because he killed Tree. Now he moved the camera to Mr. Trader. Mr. Trader's Weston, so he's the next target. After he clears out Tree's Aridu. Yep, goes straight up. I think either Paul or Rufio is southeast. Looks like he's cleared out the bases. That's dark blue Poly Trader. I'm not sure who that is. I have 3 bases right now. Even with feet, he has 2. Oh, he has 3. Okay. All right, what's our time? We're going to stop this one because this one's going a little bit faster. I'm going to start at 2801. All right. These are the 2 perspectives. Mega Man on the right, Collect on the left. Just permanent map hex. And it's not necessarily against the rules. There's nothing, we don't make game rules. Maybe if we had a tournament or something, but we don't make game rules because we're not the overlords of the game. We're not, this is how you can't play it. So it's not against the rules, but it's dishonest and it shows a lack of integrity. From Collect, and possibly Rufio and Paul, possibly those if, depending on how you view it. They're definitively in Discord. What we don't know is how complicit they are. Mr. Treader is going to die here pretty soon. And I would like to see... Oh my word. Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. You got to go back and watch the replay. We're going to skip back here. All right, the king isn't there. He doesn't see the king. And nobody here would see. I'm yellow. There's no way anyone here would see that Mr. Trader is buying Iron Mountain except for me. So there's no way Rufio or Paul would know. Killing. Moves over. If we look, let's go back a little bit. All right. What's the timestamp on this? 32:59. Okay, we're going to skip forward a little bit. 32:30, 32:40, 32:50, 3259. Okay, interesting. Oh, that was me actually. Um, so he sees the king there at 3202. Look at this. It's pretty rough. The king is right there. It doesn't look like he's going for cannon. Maybe he is. Ooh, there was a cannon target. All right, I'm gonna give him this. I'm gonna say this was this one kill. The tree kill was super suspicious. I'm gonna say this kill was just also luck that he happened to be running up at this time. What are we at? 32, 3305. Like, how do you go right there? You know the king is there somehow. Right there. Kill him. Kill all three. Head back. It's interesting. Okay, where were we? Sorry. 3359. Okay. 3302. That's pretty close. Okay. At an hour in, we go to 8x speed. He moved the camera again. He moved the perspective. I'm the next name. He sees me. He sees yellow. He moves the camera to look at yellow. He has another monitor somewhere set up next to his computer. He's got a laptop or something set up to give him full map vision. And it's possible he takes he takes the mini map of the Mega Man perspective and he blows it up. He fills the whole model with it with like the magnifying tool and uses that because you get like one screen from this and you'd have to look at the mini map. It'd be difficult to look at the mini map. But it's entirely possible that he just blows up the whole mini map to fill the whole screen, and so he has full so it's a lot bigger and easier for him to see. So from this point, I think we've already confirmed that Mega Man he's using the Mega Man account for feed and for I'm getting hacking, screen hacking. What do you call it? Screen cheating. What's it called? Map hacks. There we go. I think it's fairly obvious he's using the Mega Man perspective for map hacks, as well as feeding himself gold. What this doesn't, I was wondering if he was gonna, if I recalled to defend that, but I'm not sure. Um, what we haven't yet confirmed is whether or not Rufio and Paul are complicit in what's going on here. And I'm going to prove that they're in Discord together. What Even if proving that they're in Discord, I can't definitively prove that they are involved in the map hacking and the what's it called? In the map hacking and in the Mega Man gold feeding, even though they're in Discord together. So maybe it's just Kellect that's doing this on his own. If I was Rufio and Kellect, I would have to make a clean break, or Rufio and Paul, I would have to make a clean break with Kellect if I wanted to be Kellect and any accounts that could be Kellect's to not be complicit, like in the future, to not be part of it, because you have to make a very clear break. Like I disassociate yourself from the behavior. If hypothetically they weren't actually aware of what was going on when they were in Discord. We still haven't yet proved that they're in Discord, but I'm going to prove it to you. There's some very clear, there's no other possible way that they could be not in Discord. That they were in Discord during the time of this call. All right, we are going to skip forward. Collect screen, or Mega Man screen moves around all over the place. We're gonna turn that off. Do we care about anything? Oh yeah, there's one spot that we do care about. Okay, I'm gonna drag this away. My legacy to void background is very cool. We'll skip forward here to because it's a very long video and we don't want it to be that long. He mass dives a base. It's very sad. I recall to defend because he sees I'm gone. Also, that's not guaranteed, so we'll drop that. Skipping forward, he's wiping White Reach Mines. Let's have a mass ball here. I push up to attack him, and he actually goes away. He has no vision of any. Let's double check. We're at 112.22. We're gonna double check from this perspective, and it devolves into a 1v3, and it's neither here nor there. And can we not skip forward? Just somebody with. What he could have done is he could have clicked on my heroes on one of my stuff, one of my things, and went Control Alt F or Control Shift F. I think it's Control Alt F, and it would have followed it just wherever it went. Okay. We're gonna give it. I screwed up the timing. I'm sorry for that. 112.22 is what we're looking for. Okay. Is it 112.22? It's 122.12. That's what's going on. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this. Look at this. Does he have any vision? He has no vision of what's going on down here. Nothing. All right, now we look from this perspective. I move up, he moves away. Comes back. Watch this. I move to greet him. I move to fight him. Runs away. Nothing. No vision. Move away. He comes back in. He has no vision. Move up. Moves away. 144. Okay. The closest he has mass is like here. But okay, at 22:52, does he see that I go down to defend this tower? Nothing so far. Not an observer. Nothing. I wonder if they have vision. I don't think they have. It's possible they have an observer. I don't think they have vision though. All right, 22:52. Does he see that I leave to defend Tempest Tower? Nothing. Nothing. Dives in. I recall because I know what's going on, and I left Tempoid there because I knew what was going on. Did you see that entire exchange? Okay. So more examples of map hacks there, but Discord and maybe Rufio polycomplicity we still have to find out. We can't confirm or deny Rufio polycomplicity, at least not with the evidence we have here. Yeah, there's 3 of them. It's very sad. I won 1 base. Where do I wanna? We're gonna have that going. I'm gonna check. I can't guarantee. It could just be all map hacks. No. There's a really good fight. Let's see. Let's skip to it. It's down there. Okay, so he's been fighting at this time. He's been fighting Cloudcrest Fire for a while. They've been throwing their 3 armies at Cloudcrest Fire, and I have a lot of heroes, so I can defend it. They've been throwing themselves at Cloudcrest Fire the entire time. At a certain point, he stops using his mask because I'm killing heroes left, right, and center. So he stops using his mask. Here we go. We see here he brings his heroes back into this ball because I've killed a ton of heroes. He has 5 heroes left. I've killed so many heroes. I haven't lost any. So he stops using them because he's going to lose them. Uh, what makes him bring his heroes back now? What's going on there? Takes a gold mine. Okay. What's he doing that? What? He's been fighting Cloudcrest Fire for the last 5 minutes, and I can show you he hasn't. The last time, if you care, you can watch the replay, or I can show you the replay. But the last time he attacked Cloudcrest Fire, he was alive. Why is he going down there? Oh, Glance Observer. Okay. What's he doing down there? What? I'm confused. Whoa! Is that a Smalls unit? A Smalls fight? Whoa! 152.43. Let's check if he was using this or if his. I screwed that up. Let's see if he was using this or if his teammates. Not that. Sorry, wrong one. Let's see if he's using this or if it was his teammates. Oh no, did I screw that up? Okay. Or if his teammates were telling him. This is the appropriate 152.43 is what we're looking for. Because I'm wondering if this was screen shooting or if this was Discord. It's possible he has it blown up. It's possible the mini map is really large. I bail, and he's actually too late because my hero's already gone at that point. But I think this is reasonable evidence of Discord use between them. And then there's one more thing. This is great. I am excited to show you this. Do you wonder? Excuse me. Do you wonder why he stopped attacking Cloudcrest Fire? You a little curious? We're about to find out. So, get a hair. Jamie, or Paul, excuse me, I'm Jamie, was massing up Dur Harbor mass in order to snipe Cloudcrest Fire. And so you wonder why did he stop attacking? Why did he stop attacking Cloudcrest? Go down. What's that shadow in the top right corner of the screen there? What? Moves the Mega Man perspective to watch Cloudcrest Fire die. And so now he knows it's dead. I could have defended that if I was a better player. But so now I have just Raven. And then he just goes down. Where are we here? There with me. Because he knows Cloudcrest Fire is dead. He ignores it. He doesn't see it at all. Leaves and goes down. Jumps me down there. I think it is a reasonable, logical assumption here. We've definitively proved he's using the Mega Man account for map hacks and for gold feed to himself. And I think we've reasonably proved this is not guaranteed. I think it's reasonable to assume, because we don't have enough evidence here, but it's reasonable to assume, to conclude, that Rufio and Paul are part of this plan to feed and to map hack, because they're in Discord with him. He could be lying to them. He could be, oh yeah, this Mega Man noob just died, throwing himself into me. But there is a piece of evidence that says he's not. We have here. He's in TBOC. His name is Andy. I'm happy to set up a call between you two if you'd like. We want to get more of TBC from other games. And Andrew, stop calling him Andy, is Mega Man, an IRL friend of mine. Maybe Andy exists, maybe he doesn't. But they both claim to know Andy. And they're both vouching for Andy. Okay. He's an IRL friend of Rufio's. So why is Andy not in the voice chat? Why is the why is Mega Man's perspective, Andy's perspective, only moving when someone dies or when they want to watch Cloud Cross Spire die to Der Harbor Mass? If he'd be watching the whole time, why does it only change? And if they lent the account, let's say Andy lent his account to Kellect, why isn't he playing the game? A or watching the replay if he's spectating, or what was it in the Discord with Rufio and Collect and Paul at the time? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. That's the kill me. It was a good game. I can't fight three maxed out armies with my hero ball and just a Reef and Rock. So I target Hungale here and dip. I don't actually think I lost a hero there because I got the recall. That would have played better, would have killed Hungale. In any case, this is the case. Kellect is definitively using map hacks and using this Mega Man account and maybe other. This is just the first time we've seen this. This is the like that I've seen this. Using the other accounts to get him gold. And Rufio and Paul are likely complicit, but I can't confirm it. What should we do about this? I would kick Mega Man from your games. Let's say he is another person. Let's say he's an Andy actually exists. He's given his account to Kellect, and you should not do that. Like allowing somebody else to dirty your name. Like, no. I don't think Kellect should be involved in tournament organizing in any capacity. I don't think he should be allowed in the Discord, but I am not the owner of the Discord. That's on Alistair to do what he wants. And I don't think he should be, his main accounts should be allowed in the game. I think his accounts should be banned from the Discord if they show up. I think if Rufio and Kellect or Rufio and Paul are not complicit, if they're not involved, they should make a complete break from Kellect and step back from any known activities. Otherwise, they are saying they are giving it their thumbs up. The cheating of the beating up on noobs using cheats. Kellect killed Tree, he killed Traitor, and he killed Loaf due to cheats. Loaf is a brand new player. He's actively hurting the player base. He's stomping noobs with cheats. We want to help this game. We want to build this game up. That is not how you help the game. You claim you're a pillar of the community. And yet you're fighting players like Loaf, and you're map hacking and feeding yourself in order to do it. All to what? To win a game? To kill me? It took 3 of you to beat me. And at least one, if not all 3 of you, were cheating. That's a win in my book. So I don't think he should be in the Discord. So I think it's fun. I don't think he should be in the Discord. I think any accounts that claim to be him or that are reasonably be concluded are him should be banned. And I don't think he should be allowed to play the game with his man. I think Alistair should ban it. But again, it is Alistair's game. And it is against Discord terms of service to ban people from your games. So again, that's Alistair's decision. But I think you should kick Mega Man from your games. Just so you know, this is what's going on. The name's Kellect. He goes by Tsiyu Gansini. He had another name. Let me see here. White Russian something. White Russian sniper from World War II. Simo Haya. This guy used this image and he went by this name. I mean, he's since changed it. But that's what's going on. I'm gonna link the replay below if you want to watch it. I I'm not gonna link the VOD when Trader and I like found this out, but if you're interested, I can share it to you. It's like I don't need to add it to Discord, but if you want it, I'll send it to you. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Let me double check because I sent Alistair a lot of messages. This is the one replay I have. I've heard there's more of this America account doing the same thing or something similar. Um, this is the replay I have that I found. Let's see here. Yeah, whatever. So there's that. If you showed up, I appreciate you. This is Collect. There you go.